Good morning. Well, Becky, we remain at an impasse. Those are the words that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi used in a letter to her caucus over the weekend, in which she called the Trump administration's latest offer grossly inadequate. Now, the White House proposal is now at $1.8 trillion. That's $400 billion less than Democrats have been asking for. The administration has upped the money for state and local governments by $50 billion to $300 billion. Kids would receive a $1,000 direct check, up from $500, and enhanced unemployment benefits of $400 a week.
Out for a $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is backing a smaller plan. It's an effort to move things along before key programs expire this month. Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer are now urging Republicans to use a newly introduced bipartisan proposal as a framework for negotiations. The $900 billion relief plan is less than half of what Pelosi had wanted. It includes small business relief, additional unemployment insurance, and funding for state, local, and tribal governments. What it does not include, another round of stimulus checks that many received in the spring. So far, Senate...
What's going on, YouTube? You know, I'm an independent, but I do lean Democratic. But right now, I'm a little pissed. As I just showed you, Nancy Pelosi is playing games with the common Americans, us small people. She's playing games with. She really is. You know, back in October, when the White House was trying to push a $1.8 trillion stimulus bill, she didn't want to hear it. She didn't want anything to do with it. Now, as you've seen, in that $1.8 trillion, it had stimulus checks for the kids. So that means that every family that had kids, they was going to get some money to help with the rent, to help with the groceries, to help with a lot of different things. She didn't want to hear it. It was too little for her. She wanted $2.2 trillion. Now, knowing that a lot of Americans are suffering at this point. Now, let's flip to this week. As you've seen, she's willing to back a bill for $900 billion. Now, in that bill, it doesn't have any stimulus checks for the common people. None whatsoever. I'm confused, Nancy. I'm really confused. Back in October, when the White House was pushing a bill for $1.8 trillion, that wasn't enough. But here it is now in December, they're pushing a bill for $900 billion, and you're happy with that. See, y'all have to understand one thing. No matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, if you're a millionaire sitting in Congress, you can't feel our pain. You don't know our pain. And that's why they play games with us. That's why. They're millionaires up there. Nancy Pelosi is a millionaire. So she won't know how the common person feels at this point in time. Because she lives in her luxury home. She drives around with a chauffeured car. So she's not suffering. So that's why she can play games the way she have for the last few months. Nancy Pelosi need to go. She need to go. And I'm saying that straight up. And the Democrats, if y'all don't want to get rid of her, they need to get rid of y'all. Because y'all are letting this woman play games with American lives. This is not a game. People are suffering. People are dying. People need finances for rent and food. And y'all playing games, partisan games with people's lives. That show you how much they care about the American people. They don't. And Nancy, you need to go as soon as possible. As soon as possible.